Hello everyone, I'm Broughy1322 and this video serves as an update to my fastest fully upgraded cars series where I take all vehicles in GTA 5 around a circuit to find the best to use for racing. If you want to know how all cars perform in a variety of different classes and formats, check the annotation on the screen or the link in the description for the full playlist of videos. But otherwise, let's get straight into seeing how the vehicles from the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 update compare to their counterparts. So first up we've got the Vindicator. I do like to keep the bikes and the cars separate in these videos. The Vindicator gets a lap time of 1 minute 6.3, and if you remember from the motorcycles video, that's not very quick. It's actually almost exactly the same lap time as the Thrust. It's the 11th best motorcycle in the game. It does get a KERS power boost system like the Lectro, but again, just like the Lectro, you can't use that in a race, and even if you could, it wouldn't be on the pace of the top bikes anyway. Not very quick there from the Vindicator. So now for the cars, and in 4th place for the cars is the Chino. This was probably to be expected. 1 minute 19.9 is the lap time that it gets. It sits itself 13th place in the muscle cars class. And you know, it's not that quick. I don't think anyone really expected it to be. It's very similar to the Virgo that we had in the previous update. It's more for styling and looks more than anything else in terms of speed. So next up is a bit of a disappointment in terms of the pace that it has, and that's the Brawler. The Brawler gets a lap time of 1 minute 11.0, which is about 5 seconds per lap slower than the Sanchez. If you include the Sanchez as off-road vehicles, it would sit in 6th place, but because the Sanchez is technically a motorbike, this is only our 5th best off-road vehicle in the game. It's not that quick. It could do with a bit more traction, it could do with some better brakes. It is fun to drive, especially off-road as well, and I did test it off-road, but it's the same story, you know. The Bifter is a lot quicker than this, as we can remember from the off-roads video, and yeah, it's just a bit of a disappointment that I was hoping that, you know, Rockstar would give us a vehicle that could take it to the Sanchez in off-road races, but we just don't have that, unfortunately. So in 2nd place is the Coquette Blackfin. Now this was a bit of a surprise because I thought this was going to be a sports classic car. Turns out they put it in the muscle cars class, and it's actually a very good addition to that class. It gets a lap time of 1 minute 10.2, which sits itself right in between the Dominator and the Dukes in 1st and 2nd, and the Blade in 4th. So this is the 3rd best muscle car in the game, and it's only 0.4 of a second off the top spot, as you might remember from the muscle cars class. It's a very nice car to drive. It sounds lovely as well. It's certainly worth having for muscle car races if you like that kind of driving style, and I would say muscle car races are probably the most competitive in terms of the top cars that you can use. But here's the car that we're all here for, the ProGen T20. Does it live up to the expectation? My God, does it live up to the expectation. It really, really does. The very first car to ever get under that 1 minute 2 lap time barrier with a 1 minute 1.894. This is the new quickest car in the entire game, beating out the Osiris, which has only held that spot for 30 days since the previous update. It's absolutely incredible, the ProGen T20. Clearly it's meant to be the McLaren P1, and it totally lives up to the expectations of its real life counterpart. ProGen is a brand new manufacturer to the GTA world, and they have really come out with a bang. This car is incredible. The sound that it makes, the way that it drives, everything about it is just amazing. And if you have the money, I would certainly suggest buying it. I do need to point out that, you know, the 1 minute 1.8 lap time there is only just over a tenth of a second quicker than the Osiris and the Zentorno. So, you know, it's only a small difference in lap time. So you don't necessarily need to have this car to be successful in racing. But ultimately, it is the new quickest car in the entire game, and you really will have a lot of fun driving it. So if this video has helped you out, it would be great for you to subscribe. It would really help me out, and you would also be notified of future updates to this series as well. And you can obviously also check out the playlist, which is linked in the description, and you can see all of the videos for every single car in the entire game, all tested, so you can see which places where. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave all your comments down below. I will be out tomorrow with a new video that explains this in a lot more detail, gives my thoughts on the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 update. It will be much more in depth, and I'll talk a lot more about the cars there as well. So be sure to look out for that. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate the support as always, and I'll see you next time.